Hey guys, today I'll be doing another storytime video. So, this one is about one of my stupid moments in my life. So, we got into a car accident. And where we're going is so, silly now that I think about it that... Anyway, so I was with my ex-boyfriend, and his friend my ex-boyfriend said, let's call him Jake, no, let's call him, Charles. So, Charles X, his friend, we'll call him Jimmy. So, he asked his friend Jimmy if he could take me to the mall so I could get this pocketbook. So I've been eyeing this pocketbook for a while, and I was like, you know what? It was one of my first big paychecks that I ever got. So I was like, you know what? I'm not paying any bills. Let me treat myself. So I wanted to get this Coach bag. So anyway, Jimmy was like, yeah, I'm down to going, drive you guys, whatever. And also, my ex-boyfriend, Charles, also had another friend that was going to come with us. And his name was Henry. So, anyway, so we all get into the car, and Jimmy's driving, and he did not see that the light turned. It was from yellow to red. So all of a sudden, oh no, yeah, it was turning yellow to red, and then all of a sudden it turned red, and my friend, Jimmy kept going. So, all of a sudden, another car started coming, and bam, we got T-boned. Now, the car we were driving this way, and the car went all the way around, spun around to the other side of the street. So, we were facing that way. And I don't know, Charlie's glasses goes flying across the car, because I remember seeing that. Him going like this. Now, Henry was in the back with me. I was on the on the driver's side, and Henry was on the passenger side in the back. I do not know, because he's a big dude. He's 6 foot. And he's just a really stocky guy. I don't know if his body went onto my shoulder, but I had a pain in my shoulder. And all of a sudden, I remember getting out. I was really I was really shaken up. I was really nervous, and I remember throwing up. So I threw up, and EMT workers came. Well, I don't remember if because usually it's the fire department, the police, and then the EMT workers come. So the EMT workers come, and they're like, who threw up? Who threw up? And everybody's like, oh, she did. And I remember Jimmy asking the lady who hit us if she was okay. But she was so mad. She was yelling at us. She was like, you're an idiot. She was cursing at us. But Jimmy was cool through the entire thing, and because he was more scared of everybody in the car and the woman, and he was like, are you okay? He was all cool, calm, and collective, because he knew it was his fault. So Charlie was saying to him, I thought you saw the red light. I didn't say anything, because if he would have hesitated, who knows if something really bad would have came. So I was saying, Charlie, like, I really can't move. I feel like I'm gonna pass out. And I kept telling the EMT workers, I feel I feel really lightheaded. I'm gonna pass out. The EMT worker's like, no you're not, no you're not. I know my body. Like, everything started to go dark. Like, my hearing started to go, my eyes were, and I was in like a cold sweat, and it was a hot, and it was pretty warm day, and I was cold, and my eyes, like, everything started to get dark. And so the EMT workers were going to take my blood pressure, or some kind of pressure. They were going to take my pressure, and they were telling me to go into the, so hop onto the ambulance. And as I was going onto the ambulance, I kept saying to the guy, I'm gonna pass out, I'm gonna pass out. I don't think I can make it up the stairs, because there was a couple of steps, and I don't think I was gonna make it, really, honestly. And he's like, no, no, you're fine, you're fine. Because, yeah, maybe I was making myself really nervous, I don't know, but maybe being part of being nervous and scared was actually gonna make me faint. I don't know, I really don't know. Or because when he did take my blood pressure, it was like dirty over, it was really, really low. And all of a sudden I couldn't control, and I remember throwing up in the EMT truck. And the guy was like, now that I think about it, he was a real douchebag, excuse my language, but he's like, you could have, because then he was like, whoa, he judged out of the way of me throwing up. He goes, you could have given me a signal that you were going to throw up. I couldn't control it, just, can't control that. Anyway, they put on a mask. I kept telling them my shoulder was hurting. It was my right shoulder. I kept saying, they put the breathing mask on me, and I was laying down in the stretcher. So Charlie had to, of course I wanted Charlie to be in the ambulance with me, so he came when we went to the hospital. I called, of course, I didn't want to call my mom, because as you could tell by these stories that my mom is a big worrywart, so I didn't want to tell her. And I didn't tell her. I called my best friend Desiree, and I told her about it. And I told her I was in the hospital, and she actually came down with her sister Amanda, and they both came to the hospital to come and see me. Because they were in we were in Brooklyn, so they were in Coney Island. And they came really fast. I told them, I said, please don't tell your mom, please don't tell my mom, because her mom and my mom are good friends too. So when they took the x-ray, they didn't see anything, no broken bones. I really don't know what happened to my shoulder. Don't know if it was whiplash. Don't know if Henry actually elbowed me or put his whole body onto my shoulder. But yeah, so I was gonna go to work the next day, like a dingleberry that I am. I was like, oh, I could go to work. I could go to work. Now, mind you, I could not dress myself. I could not brush my teeth. I could not even put my glasses on. Couldn't even comb my own hair. That Charlie had to dress me. Charlie had to put, had to do, or after a while, it came to the point where I had to deal with the pain and just do it myself. So, like, I had to, comb my hair, put my glasses on, take a deep breath and put my shoulder into the shirt, because I was in so much pain. And it was so bad because I couldn't even sleep on that side either, because I was in so much pain. And to think that the x-rays didn't even, maybe I pulled a ligament. I don't even know, honestly. So yeah, so I went to, my mom picked me up, and she was nice enough to take me to work. So, I couldn't hold it anymore, and I told my mom, Ma, I was in a car accident yesterday, and I can't pick up my right arm. Now, I write with my right arm. I do everything with my right hand. So it was like a double. It was like a double whammy because I had to, even like, because I worked in the school. So when I was changing the kids' diapers, because I would instead of putting them onto the thing, I just changed them standing up. It was just easier for me. That I would sit on the floor and I would because you know how on your dominant hand it's stronger, so you could get up easily with it, whatever. So I had to learn with my left hand to get up and to do a lot of things with my left hand. Well, besides I could write, it didn't hurt when I wrote, but so then I told my boss, I was like, I don't think I can work today because I'm in so much pain. And so they let me go. They were like, take the day off, and I went back to my parents' house. And my mom's like, the worry wart that she is, was so worried, so nervous. And to make it worse, a couple after the hospital, I went back to the mall to get that bag. So, and I still have it. Oh man. Anyway, but for, I don't even know how many months, I was even in, like Charlie said, oh, I know a place to have physical therapy. So I went and did physical therapy, like acupuncture on my shoulders, some kind of exercises. It helped a little bit, but eventually the pain, it got better and the pain went away, and I could actually sleep on it and I could raise it now, and it was just really, really weird. Anyway, that's it for, I'm glad that everything turned out to be okay, and everybody was okay, and yeah, so that's it for this story time, and I'll talk to you guys in another video. Bye guys.